relentless on me at all. I couldn't breathe.
Grillo.
And so now when he
More
left that
stuttering
apartment on
Tom.
65th Street, the infamous apartment,
Yeah.
he left it a fucking shithole mess.
Listen,
he,
John,
he nailed dirty underwear to the fucking wall. They would nail his nails.
John lived so disgusting. I would say to John as a joke, John was half Puerto Rican, half Danish. I'd say, did you get any of the Danish?
Yeah, no.
Any of the fucking Danish?
No, so...
His fucking car smelled like a piss hole.
Oh, it was disgusting. So I'm cleaning the apartment, and I go behind the toilet to clean it, and all of a sudden I pick up, it's a prescription bottle.
Right.
John Melendez, what is that stuff was called?
Valium?
No.
Prozac.
Prozac.
Right, the
and I go Prozac, so now I'm like...
Yeah, God forbid you fuck with John.
I was like, now what would John do?
Of course you know what he'd do.
And so I go in...
He'd fuck you in a heartbeat.
In a heartbeat. Wait, so I go to Robin, I go, well, what do I do about this? She goes... Oh, I know what to do with this. So now it comes out on the air.
Of course it does.
So now, but afterwards, John just closes the door. He goes, you know, girl, my mother is going to find out about that now. Like, he was like almost in tears. I was like, you wouldn't piss on me if I was burning, you motherfucker.
He alluded to. I was in a relationship, a committed fucking relationship, and he alludes to the fact that I got laid in San Diego once on the air. And I go, what the fuck are you doing? He goes, you know the rule. If you don't tell me not to say it, I gotta say it. I'm like, dude, you can't figure out I don't want you to fucking say that?
It's a guy code, asshole.
Yeah,
man code.
Guy code.
So, are you talking to John at all? Is there anything going on?
Well, no one really talks to John.
I know. He's so on fire.
No. John, listen, John again is my brother. We went through a lot of crazy shit together. I did him a big solid, bro. He fucking came to me. He got that job on Leno. I'm the only one he confided in.
Mm-hmm.
People confided in me on that show. I'm like, how did I become the Judd Hirsch on Taxi?
You were the go-to guy.
I'm the most out of control motherfucker there is. So John says, I'm getting a job on the fucking Jay Leno show. And I'm like, dude, he tells me this 4 months before. I go, you have to tell Howard this right now, dude. He goes, he'll fuck up the deal. I'm like, no, he's not. First of all, Leno, I had dinner with Jay Leno about 6 years ago. He was playing the big room at the Borgata. I was in the other room. I get off stage and my road manager says to me, Leno's in the other room. He wants to have dinner with you. So he bought me and my uncle and my girlfriend at the time dinner. The nicest guy. And I go, what happened? And he goes, well, I wanted to tell Howard. I go, listen, you pay the guy $80,000 a year, give him $300,000 a year. I thought he wouldn't care. But, Leno was nice and everything, but it was up to Leno to call Howard and go, listen, I want one of your guys. Like, I want one of your major guys to come do this. And first of all, again, John got mad at this analogy. John is the reason we fought the Revolutionary War. Never has someone done so much with such little talent.
Yeah.
John is not a comedian. He's played every club in the country. John is not a musician. He had a record deal. John has a speech impediment. He had the single most coveted voiceover job in the history of television.
Yeah.
He was he's the reason America exists.
Yeah.
And, so
the American dream.
So all these opportunities with no talent, and what has he turned it into? Nothing. Lost everything. It shows how stupid he is. With all those opportunities, how can you be broke? He buys a house for $2.3 million on a $500,000 one-year salary, $300,000 down, $30,000 a month mortgage. He loses that. He loses his family. He sold his condo. He lost all that money. He had $100,000 bonus when he left Leno, when they fired everyone. He blew that. Didn't give Susanna a penny. Owes her $27,000. Owes his mother $40,000. Owes IRS $98,000 and $22,000. And he's an idiot. They asked him about his regrets, and one thing he said he regretted was buying a house for investment. He lost $400,000. Brilliant economist. What a genius, John. Here you are now, 60 years old, and nothing. Reading Super Chat insults for $2. That's your income now. You have no skill, no abilities, so here you are.
He's also the biggest hustler I've ever met.
he is. He's a hustler.
And he's also a conniver.
But when he got that job,
in a good way.
he comes to me and he says, I'm doing, what should I do? I go, you got to tell Howard right fucking now. And then he gives me the shit, well, you as a friend, you can't tell him. So, look, I'm a good friend. but I was also Howard's friend. I'm like, you put me in a shitty position, but if you want me not to tell him as a friend, I won't. And I knew it was going to fucking happen. We go to Atlantic City again. Howard, being so generous, got us all rooms at the Borgata for Valentine's Day 2004. Howard. He's about to quit 2 days later. He calls Howard. Howard calls my room. I'm with Dana. He's with Beth. And Howard's like, did you know about this? John's going to Leno. I'm like, Howard, he told me, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, we're going to destroy Leno Monday. Get ready. So again, I'm a hitman. I'm like, all right. First of all, I'm a comedian. I'm going to fuck with the host of the Night Show, but I'm loyal to Howard. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I could have done it the Night Show, and Howard never told me not to either. He never told me not to. Out of loyalty to Howard, I didn't do it. But I said, John, you're fucking surprised you're catching shit? You know, you just ruined Leno's life for 4 years because every morning it was an hour of how Leno sucks. John did shit I couldn't. I'm like, what show have you been on, bro, for the last fucking 20 years? You know what's going to happen.